Hi everybody,
Welcome back to my channel.
I'm here again with my second pour painting. Basically today what we're gonna do is we're gonna just sit and chat and you're gonna just watch me
Hopefully
make a really cool painting, and I'm gonna go over some of the things that I noticed about my last video, which was also my first video. And I'm gonna kind of go in on myself and work through some of the kinks that you may have noticed, but it's gonna be fun and we're gonna come up with something cool in the end. So let's get started. Alright everybody, so I have my canvas here and I have my colors all lined up and mixed. I just have to thin them and put a base coat on here and start getting creative. So like I said, today
I'm gonna
do like kind of like a Q&A or just my own reaction to my first video. And I guess the first thing that we could talk about is I probably said the word paint like 5,000 times in my first video, but it kind of every time sounded like I was saying Pete. Like, who's Pete? I didn't really, when I first heard it, first of all, it was really weird watching myself on camera, and especially hearing my voice, because it's one of those like speakerphone voicemail situations where you have to hear yourself, and it's like, do people really sound like that? Well, I looked it up, and yes, the way that you sound on your voicemail or just hearing your voice is actually how people hear you. It's not like how you think you sound, because basically your sound is like echoing in your head and it makes it sound lower than it actually is. So isn't that reassuring? You get to sound annoying to everybody even though you don't. So I think by the end of editing my first video I got kind of comfortable with hearing my voice, but it's a struggle. It's a work in progress, let's say. So, not really sure why when I say paint, it sounds like Pete. Maybe it's my Midwestern accent that I have, but weird. The second thing I'm going to talk about is not really sure where I was looking that whole time. I don't think I looked at the camera once, and it was really weird. I felt like kind of disconnected from the whole thing, so I'm gonna try to look at the camera more, be a little more present. So if you think I'm like moving kind of stiffly too, it's probably because I'm wearing a shirt that's like 2 sizes too small for me, but I like it, so I'm gonna wear it. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to talk about is, I'm going to call it the thumbnail scandal of 2K19, because that thumbnail, like, I'm going to try and figure out how to mess with that and like make a cute thumbnail for this video, but I looked like I had a beak or something in that last thumbnail and it was not cute. I think the people on the YouTubes were probably just like, you know what? This kid's new. Let's throw him a curveball. See what he does. No, I'm just kidding. They're not watching my stuff. The next thing that I'm going to talk about is what people have been saying to me about my video. So I think maybe 5 people have watched it, but they've all like talked to me and gave me their feedback. And it's really nice that they're actually watching.
I appreciate that.
But basically they were very helpful and kind of told me some things that I needed to know. My niece had a lot to say. Okay, so also about that painting, that canvas, I know I said this like 5,000 times in my first video, but that canvas was so baggy. It wasn't canvas, it was nylon. But that nylon was so baggy that
The paint, the peat.
the paint that pooled on each side, it took literally 4 days to dry. Like, I had to have the fan on it for 4 days straight.
But listen here.
That painting that I did in the first video is now my new favorite. It turned out so good. It almost looks like you're flying on top of a landscape. And you can see like the trees in the river below. I know there's like a lot of gold in it, but it's just it turned out so nice. And I love it. And it's in my living room right now. I'm like, I gotta hang this up. And it matches the other one that I have up. Pretty soon my whole house is gonna be covered in this stuff.
But it's pretty and they all look different.
Now, so far, all of the ones that I've done have actually turned out pretty good. Like, pretty pleased on that front. But I'm about to be real. This is not my second video. I actually filmed another video a couple of days ago, and I decided that I was going to use like all metallic colors. I'm probably not going to post the video. Well, anyway, I'll get into it, but I decided that I was going to use all metallic colors because I just like shiny things. But I was going to use all metallic colors, so I think I used like gold, rose gold, antique gold, and I don't even think I used white. I think I used like a beige. Well, that was stupid because when it was done, it literally looked like I just painted the canvas beige. It was like one solid color. So I had the bright idea to go back in and just put like a lighter tone into it, just like kind of pour it from the cup. Well, that didn't look good either. Such is my life. So then I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna just like swipe some white and it'll be all good. No. It wasn't good. It looked like any bathroom tile from like a 90s inspired bathroom full of beige, and it wasn't good. So I did film another video before this. Okay, so I'm gonna start layering my cup. And the colors I have are Beachcomber Beige, King's Gold, Laguna, Pavement, and then I have white. So, not doing the whole monochromatic thing like I did last time. I put an actual base down on this one this time. I didn't do that last time. And I gotta add my coconut hair serum, my nemesis, because it's broken. And I have to like mess with it a ton just to get like, I think I got it, the sweet spot. That was record timing, everybody.
No.
Once you get it, you just gotta roll with it. Alright. And then it gets all over you. Okay. Alright, so I'm ready to start layering. I'm just going to stir this in. Ooh, it smells good though. Let's stir it.
Crap.
I'm not too sure about the antique, or the whatever gold it is. King's gold, I think. Just because it's a little mustardy. Like, you see it? It looks like straight up yellow mustard. But no, let me do the black first, actually. So yeah, just bear with me on these YouTube videos. I'm just having fun. It's fun for me to do. And I'm a night owl. I'm always up super late. And I'm making art anyway, so I figure, like, this is kind of like having company. I know that sounds sad. But I like doing art. I don't want there to be a ton of black. I say that every time I make one of these. And lo and behold, I'm gonna have a ton of black, but I'm not gonna go too much in with this mustard. But you never know. Sometimes you think that something's gonna look terrible and it looks really good. And vice versa. Like the metallics. They just bled into one color. When I was like tilting it and stuff, it literally looked like melting skin. It was so disgusting.
Oh.
I forgot that I have to flip this onto there, and I put a base coat. How am I going to do this? You know what? We're just gonna freaking flip it. Is that gonna work? Oh god. I think I actually might try to tip the canvas instead. I'm just gonna tilt it. I did not think this through. I've never done it this way before. This is gonna be so much
Paint.
Alright, I don't see too much of the yellow, or the gold. So I'll go in a little bit. Okay. Let's do this, everybody. Whoa! That was legit scary. But I did it. Alright, so I'm going to let that sit for just a minute and work all the way down. Look at that, that looks so sweet. It got out quite a bit over here, but that's okay because we're going to tilt it and it'll probably drip off. I have so much paint. Oh god. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, I'm back. Hands are washed. This guy has had a chance to settle. It's going to be really cool. I can already tell by like how the color combination is coming out. That blue is, I think I'm going to use that in a lot of them. If you do like want to order one of these paintings, blue is a really good color to have in it just because it, I don't know, it just with the black and the white, it just complements it so well and it goes pretty much with any color. But we're ready to do this. 3, 2, 1, go! Ooh, whoa, that's so much paint. Paint. I'm gonna move it back so you guys can see it a little better. There we go. Oh, it's dripping already. Whoa, the middle looks like a galaxy or something. I think I might just let this go for a bit. Oh, but I am gonna grab the torch. So I know a couple of you guys have been asking me questions and having some comments, and a lot of them I get are, a lot of what I hear is
It's like, oh, Kyle, those are really cool, but it looks like a big time mess. Is it messy? Is your house like a big time disaster?
and the answer to that is yes. I just started this, so I don't really have a designated space. Once it's summertime, I'm gonna do it in my garage and set up a place there, but for now, I'm basically doing it in my dining room, and I'm pretty much getting paint everywhere on everything, including my clothes myself, but whatever. It's acrylic paint, so it's washable. It comes out in the wash. I'm not worried about it. But keep that in mind if you want to do that for yourself or do this yourself. It is messy. It's a lot of but I think it's worth it. If you do want to buy one of these paintings, I am going to start selling them. I do have an Instagram account that you can message me on, and I'll put the link in the description, but I will be selling these. I'm not sure for how much. I guess it basically just depends on how big of a canvas, how many colors and that kind of thing that you want. But I'll come up with like a price list and you can order one from me. I'm gonna go through a bunch of different ways to do the pour paintings. The one that I'm doing right now is a flip cup. Was it the last one? The last one I did was a straight pour. There's also a swipe technique that I'm gonna show you, but maybe I'll do that for my next video. That one's just hard because you don't really tilt it that much, so you can't see it as clearly. I know this is kind of not the best setup, but like I said, I'm still new. I'm gonna be improving things as I go along. But yeah, so just message me on Instagram if you want one of these. I'm not going to sell them for a ton of money, but it's going to be really cool, and you'll have an original piece of art. And like I said, not one of them is ever the same, so it's not going to be like a bunch of people walking around with these exact same paintings. Alright, so I'm going to start tipping it now. Looks like it's kind of settling. The middle looks so cool. I don't know what happened and why it looks so different than the rest of it, but
Whoa.
this one I'm going to kind of stretch off of the edges. But I'm loving the colors. I feel like all of the colors are pretty evenly distributed throughout this. So it's not like predominantly either color, see? Shit. I mean, shoot. Look at that. I can already tell this is going to be one of my favorites. Like, look at that. It looks so cool. And all of the edges are perfectly covered. Yep, we're going to end it right there. Actually, I'm going to push it back a little bit this way. But if you like to get messy, this is definitely for you. Yep. Amazing.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Okay, so messy, but totes worth it. I'm just gonna get the drippity doodads, drippity A's. But even like on your finger, it looks cool. See that?
It's the newest trend in fashion. It's called a camouflage hand. You can only see part of it.
Okay, I'm gonna go wash my hands. I'll be right back. I'm gonna torch it and let it dry. BRB. Alright, you guys. We are totally thriving. We're back from the disaster that happened last time with the beige tile. This thing looks so cool. I'm gonna torch it and then I'm gonna give you a close-up because what you're seeing is not giving it justice. So I might sell this one. Like I said, I have a problem letting these go. I don't know if I actually said that, but I have a problem letting these go. Just because they're all so cool. But this one, c'est magnifique. Très magnifique. Okay. Before I get my hands dirty again, let's get in here. Oh, I hope I don't. Are you ready for this? Look at that. Oh my god. Can you believe how beautiful? It's like, this is it. Yo. Like, love it. This one is probably gonna sell fast, so if you want it, you better click that Instagram link and message me. Alright everybody, thank you so much for joining me today and making some art. I had so much fun. I hope I answered some questions about my first video. If you want me to do a certain video, just let me know. If you want to see a certain technique again, let me know. If you have any questions, let me know. You know, just let me know. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you. Bye.